All right, part of this video is a review. It may all be a review, actually, and I may just be totally confused. But we're going to talk about converting fractions to percents. It's lesson 49 in your textbook. I feel like maybe I combined all of these at one point and we were all together. Anyway, so we're going to do lesson 49. We're going to convert fractions to percents. And it should be not too terribly hard. Okay, so to convert a fraction to a percent, there's two steps. The first thing you need to do is you need to convert it to a decimal. And to do that, we simply do top divided by, oh goodness, the bottom. And then we move our decimal 2 places. So let's say I have the fraction 1/2. The first thing I need to do is divide that top divided by bottom, and that gives me 0.5. And then I need to move my decimal 2 places, and I'm going to move it 2 places to the left. Now, one thing that I noticed when we were doing this before, a lot of you got kind of confused where the zeros go. So if I were you, I would take my pencil and make the little bobbles. I have no idea what that's called. And that way I can see that I need a 0 here. 1/2 is 50%. So a lot of you, when we did this before, I know we've done this before, now that I'm doing it on here, a lot of you were not putting your 0 placeholders in there. So these are simple. Convert fraction to decimal, top divided by bottom, and then move your decimal 2 places. So let's do a couple more real quick. Let's say that I ask you to convert 1/6 to a percent. First of all, I'm going to convert it to a decimal. And I'm not sure exactly why people see this, and over I see, oh, that's 0.6. That's not at all 0.6, okay? I need you to just not think that you know these and use your calculator. 1 divided by 6 is point. Now, this is a repeating decimal. It's technically 0.1666666 for all of eternity. What I want you to do is I want you to just, round it. Okay, so 1.66666 forever can be rounded to 0.17. So, the typical rule in algebra or in mathematics is to round to 2 places. From there, I'm going to move my decimal 2 places, and I get 17%. And I'm not quite sure what your textbook tells you to do, but I think it tells you to round it. It may want you to use 3 decimals, but that if it's forever and ever and forever, just use the first, to round to 2 places. Now, let's say I ask you, and I think this is one of the questions on the in class, is 3/8. What is 3/8? 3/8 as a percent. So 3 divided by 8 is 0.375. Now this decimal has an end. It doesn't go on forever. When it goes on forever, you just need to round it. When it has an ending point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this 2 places, and it becomes 37.5%. So if it has an ending point, just go ahead and leave that as a decimal, 37.5%. If it goes on forever, round to 2 places. Let's do one more. Let's say I ask you to convert 1/8. Oh, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Well, I know what it's supposed to be, but that's not what I wrote. 1/8. Step 1, convert it to a decimal. 1 divided by 8, and I get 1 or 0.125. Move it 2 places, so it's 12.5%. Now, if I ask you to convert, oh goodness, I need to go take a nap. 1/3. If I divide 1 divided by 3, I have 0.3 for all of eternity. Because it never ends, I'm going to round it to 2 places, and it just stays at 0.33. Move it 2 places, 1, 2, and I get 33%. All right, that's how we're going to do these. If we want to go backwards, if we want to go from a percent to a fraction, we just sort of work it the opposite direction. We're going to move our decimal 2 places, but this time we're going to move it to the left. Then you're going to put it over 100 and reduce. So let's say that I give you 60%. and I want you to convert that to a fraction. The first thing you're going to do is move your understood decimal 1, 2 places. Then you are going to put that number over 100 and reduce. And 60 and 100 can both be divided by 10. That gets me 6 over 10. Those can both be divided by 2, and that gives me 3/5. So move your decimal 2 places, put that over 100 and reduce. Let's say I give you 12.5%. I'm going to move my decimal 2 places, 1, 2. That gives me 125. I'm going to put 125 over 100 and reduce. Okay, so 125 over 100, they can both be divided by 5, which gives you 25 over 20. Those can both be divided by 5, which gives me 5 over 4, and you can leave this as an improper fraction. So convert a percent to a fraction, move your decimal 2 places to the left, put it over 100, and reduce, and that's it. For homework, I want you to do page 107 in your textbook, and that's it.